What's up, guys? It's your boy CeeLo.
And it's your boy Steph.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of GotSoles.
As you guys can see, at my boy's Andre's crib. Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on the show. And we got a lot of things to go over. I'm excited. We got, as you can see, a bunch of Jordans. We got a variety of things going on right here, down there too. We got my Adidas and stuff like that, designer and whatnot. But just follow along. We're going to skim through some things. But I hope you guys like it.
Y'all ready? Let's check it out.
All right, Andre. Let's get into your top 10. All right. Well, I'm going to have to say number 10. It's going to have to be the Great Vibes. At one point, we had a real solid connection, and you can never go wrong with some cargos. You got the right socks matching them, and then, and it's it's a wrap. But that was at one point, so that's why they're my number 10.
All right, man. So I see you got 2 pairs of the OVOs and the Champagnes. Can I ask you what?
I have 2 pairs of the OVOs, and if you ask me, it's now that I think about it, it's crazy how the story. But I was checking out my first pair that came in, and I was excited. Whenever you get your first pair, especially some exclusives. I was checking them out, and I wasn't checking out my surroundings. So when I had the shoe in my hand, I turned and I hit a corner. And the corner happened to hit the back of the shoe, so it scuffed it. And I guess I don't know if I guess I wasn't thinking straight. So because it was a minor scuff, and now that I look at it, it's not that big of a deal. But I ended up buying another pair. So I had to pull a DJ Khaled on that one and get another one. And then we got the 6s. You see, I got the 6s. and I have another pair of the 6s. And the story on that one is, I liked the first pair I grabbed, you know, and then I wore them throughout the day, and then and at nighttime I had no clue. At nighttime it hit nighttime, and the shoe started glowing. Every part right here, and then the whole bottom, it just starts to glow. And when I seen that, I was like, you know what, man, I gotta rock one, and I gotta hold one, you know, because you never know. So yeah, that another one, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so why'd you choose the champagne over the cigars?
These I had. That was another thing, man, and I like the cigars. The cigars, the cigars they have a better color on them, if you ask me, you know. But I just had the connection I had on these shoes. It was solid. I had no problem, no issues. So I went ahead and I grabbed them. At the playoffs were my number 8. The playoffs, I mean, the shoe again, you know, just like all the other ones, you know, I at one point in time, and it's still there, you know. I had a connection with these shoes. They pretty much go with everything, you know, and it has the Columbia colors, playoff 8s. They have it, and my wife, she's from Columbia, so you know that's the color right there. So you know, had to rock those and put those at number 8. Number 7 is the Aqua 8s. This was a shoe that the Aqua 8s was a shoe that, I mean, you can't go wrong with either. You know, after liking, you know, my previous number 7s, the playoff 8s, you know, you got to get these two. It's like you have to, especially the exclusivity on it too. You know, it's to me, it's there. It's all there. This was my number 6 shoe, my Ferraris, and this was a shoe that, as soon as they touched my hands, it was just man. Then they hit my feet. You know what I mean? Like they was just like that. So I have another pair of these. You know, and this was one of those shoes. Like it touched my hand, they hit my feet, and it was just, you know, you can't tell me nothing after that. You know, so yeah, had to grab another pair too. You know, so I could have this nice clean pair to show you guys. You know what I mean? So there you go.
All right, so now it's crunch time. We're seeing the 10 through 5. Now let's get into the top 5.
Number 5 was my we got my 6s right here, my varsity 6s. These shoes right here, man. I actually got another one too. forgot to say that. Yeah, I got another pair. They're around here somewhere. But
house shoes.
You know, this was a shoe that it came in the pack, and I had to take it out the pack. This is just to me, it's it's not nothing crazy story to it, but it's just a shoe that I really, you know, like you said, it's a classic. You know, I agree. This is one of the shoes that go with, you think of Jordan back in the day. This was one of the shoes that kind of popped up.
Before you even get into number 4, let me just set this up. This right here, whew, some of you youngsters don't even know what this is. This 10 years old. Might be older than you.
Pause the video, comment down below, name that shoe.
Name that shoe. Pack. Name this pack. I've heard of the CDPs and the countdown packs and, you know, the 1-pack, the 7-pack, all that stuff. This right here, this is the original. This is what started it all. The original DMP 611 pack. Gold box. Man, these go for ridiculous prices.
Yeah, you know, exactly what Stefan said. He couldn't have gone wrong with everything he said. You know, the shoe, I can't even wear these. You know, there's major respect on this shoe right here. So this is number 4, and like I said, you can't wear these. This is a shoe that you got to put up, and you just got to hold tight, because you never know later on with this shoe. Yeah, exactly. It's a collector for sure. Number 3 is right here is my Ultra Boost. You know, this is a shoe right here. Not only is for walking, not only can you use as an everyday shoe, but if you ask me, and I have almost every Ultra Boost out. I know I'm missing some colors, but you know, this is a shoe that is it's just the comfort. You know, to me now it's all about comfort. You know, so this is that shoe, and this is a shoe that I slip on, real easy to put on. You know, it fits real nice around your feet, and this is definitely that shoe that I have to go with for number 3.
All right, bro. So why do you rank Boost higher than all this other heat?
My main thing is, like, for sure, like, this is, like you said, heat, but also these are old. So some of these are from, you know, a while back, you know, other than my new release right here. But it got to a point where it was all about comfort, man. It just, you know, to me, put the Jordans to the side, you know, and I need something comfortable to walk in. So, you know, and I'm a father. He's a 2-year-old, so that's another thing. You know, these come in handy like no other. You know, so that's why I put those at number 3, and that's, you know, that's me telling you guys how I feel about the Ultra Boost. You know, I know everybody has their own, you know, opinions and stuff. So.
Adidas did it big this year.
Yeah, Adidas really did. Okay, running into number 2, I'm gonna go with you know, the bread right here, the 13 breads. This is a shoe along with my 6s right here. This is a shoe that when you think of Jordan, again, just the Jordan kicks. This is a shoe that pops up in my head. You know, it's clean. You know, I have another pair of these too. You know, which is kind of ridiculous now that I'm starting to think about all the other pairs I have. You know, but this is a really clean shoe, man. This is a player shoe. You know, you could pretty much rock it with anything.
All right, so the moment everybody's waiting for. What's that number 1 shoe? All right, if you guys watch the channel, you guys will know this is my favorite shoe of all time. Any brand, any silhouette, this is it. I have my reasons. What's yours?
Man, let me get this from you, man. All right, because this is the shoe right here. This is the main shoe. I mean, this is the shoe that everybody knows this shoe. You're a fan of Jordan, you got to know the Bread 11s. Like, that's just, you have to, man. I mean, I mean, you know, the shoe itself is just, to me, it's one you gotta have that Jordan love for, you know, no doubt. You know, I think I have like about 6 pairs of these. You know, and maybe another one dead stock. But for the most part, I've worn all the other ones. But man, you know, the color goes on me well. That's another thing, you know, and just the shoe, man. This is just the main shoe. My dad knows what these shoes are, you know. This one right here, you know. So that shoe goes way back.
All right, guys. So we've seen his collection. There's a lot of shoes. So how did you get into sneakers?
Well, I mean, I always had a thing for sneakers. You know, I think we most of us do. The thing for me was, like, in high school, I had a couple pair, you know, but they weren't like, I couldn't count on like getting Jordans or starting a collection. You know, that wasn't happening until, you know, obviously I got a job, and a lot of my homies too, like a lot of my buddies, they all had their little collection going on, and that kind of inspired me as well. You know, to once I started, you know, making money, you know, working and stuff like that. That's when I, you know, I seen the opportunity, the inspiration. You know, my friends they kept bringing out, you know, all these Heat pairs, and you know, they would clown on me for wearing my, you know, Sperry's and only having a couple pairs. So, you know, and shout out to my boy Jake too. You know, he's behind the camera, but you know, he was one main inspiration. You know, he clowned on me too, though. But I hope you're watching this video. You know, man. But a couple other buddies too. You know, same thing. But you know, when I got my paper up, I was able to, you know, start saving up and start grabbing a bunch of shoes that I wasn't able to grab in high school and stuff like that. So, you know, and from there it just started accumulating, and this is kind of doubling up, and you know,
6 pairs of these. Like, come on, bro.
You know, you know, I was fortunate. You know, so you know, it's just for the ones I really liked, I have double pair. Exactly. You know, most of them were on my top 10 and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty much, you guys. You've seen it all.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe.
What's your favorite pair in his collection? Let us know down below in the comments. We want to thank Andre for letting us inside his crib.
Great hospitality.
Hey, I appreciate y'all guys. And Bros Got Souls, man, you're doing a great thing.
Thank you.
And appreciate y'all guys for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe. And this is pretty much a wrap.
All right, guys. So we just wrapped up another edition of GotSoles.
Episode 5.
Shout out to Jake behind the camera.